Good morning again. Reminder of the top stories. There's good and bad news about load shedding. Stage 2 load shedding stopped at 6 this morning, but we'll have stage 1 blackouts till at least 11 tonight.
President Cyril Ramaphosa has cancelled his participation in a walk and golf day this morning. He will address a gala event tonight before tomorrow's January 8 speech.
And the US and Iran contradict each other about claims Iran shot down a Ukrainian international airlines plane, killing all 176 people on board.
To this story now. A South African National Defence Force plane crash-landed in Goma in the Democratic Republic of Congo yesterday. The C-130 aircraft is used to deliver supplies to soldiers involved in UN peacekeeping efforts that's in the DRC. Well, it was carrying a number of South African soldiers this time around. The SANDF is reportedly in short supply of these very planes. Defence analyst Helmut Heitmann speaks to us about this particular incident now. Mr. Heitmann, thank you very much for your time. Was poor maintenance to blame for this aircraft crash landing in Goma?
Up front, I don't know. We have to see what happened. But I would be surprised if it was, because generally the guys look after the equipment fairly well. The staff has a long experience of looking after Hercules. It's been operating this particular aircraft since 1963 without any crashes. So possible, but not necessarily likely. If I looked at the video footage, the runway was very wet. It could have just skidded off. Maybe the airport authorities were clear of how much water was on the runway. Maybe the crew underestimated it. Or maybe there was a technical issue. Even the best laid aircraft, sometimes maintained aircraft, sometimes something does go wrong. A brake can fail, a tire can burst. I think it's too early to say. There'll be investigation, there'll be assessment, whether it was crew error, whether it was a mechanical failure, bad maintenance, whatever. That's still to come.
How many of these aircraft do we have, and what is their state of care and maintenance?
The Air Force owns at the moment 7 C-130s, of which not all are operational. I believe about 4 are usable at this time, mainly because there's a lack of money to maintain them properly. That's not a case of bad maintenance, it's simply a case of not having money to get spares, it's not having money to pay for the actual maintenance work. So that's one of the key problems there. Also a shortage of technical staff, which is going to turn around bite if they try to fly more of the aircraft. But for the moment, it's a money issue. The aircraft are there. They've probably been reasonably well looked after, but there are problems.
Goodness. And do we have, speaking about money issues, do we have, and I think you've just addressed that issue, but do we have good engineers in the country, and can the kind of damage that was incurred in Goma be fixed?
South Africa's still got outstanding engineers. And I'm saying not just saying merely the old white engineers of the arms corps nowadays, I'm saying also the new generation of engineers. There's some I know some of them, there's some really bright people there. The problem is that we are losing them out of the defense industry and out of the defense force because nothing's happening. The defense industry isn't doing much manufacturing, the defense force can't buy anything. The defense force isn't doing that much operating, doesn't have money to maintain things. So people are bored and they leave, and a lot of them emigrate. That's the problem. Yeah. I can add to that I've had 2 major foreign defense companies tell me that our universities produce better engineers than they do in Europe. So the shortage of engineers is not necessarily an issue. Shortage of money is. As for repair, looking at those photos, the one engine at least is destroyed. The outer wing is destroyed. There's damage to the inner wing box. Yep, I suppose the aircraft is repairable. Whether it's repairable in Goma is another question. We'd have to get quite a lot of equipment there. And whether the Air Force has enough money to conduct a repair operation at Goma is another question too. They may have to write the aircraft off simply because they don't have funds to do the repair.
If that aircraft is unlikely to be repaired, the question here is, how's this likely to affect the peacekeeping efforts of the SANDF?
Okay, it won't cripple the peacekeeping per se, because at the moment we already, I suppose if I want to be a bit nasty about it, we're essentially a sort of military labor broker in the sense that we provide troops, but we can't actually deploy them ourselves. We can't extract them ourselves if something goes wrong. We simply don't have enough transport aircraft to do the job. But pure peacekeeping with the troops there, supplying them, the Air Force can bring one or the other Hercules online and use that. In the interim, if they don't have one immediately available, they can charter. But certainly they've got enough aircraft to continue just to supply missions. The criticality would be if something went wrong and we needed to extract or reinforce an hurry, as happened in March 2013 in Bangui in the Central African Republic. Then that's where the lack of transport aircraft turns around and bites you.
Helmut Heitmann is a defense analyst. Thank you very much for your time.